A helping hand is a platform where all of your household needs will be met. Whatever service you may require, an electrician, a home cleaner, even a service for pest control will be just a click away. And if you're looking for work, you can work here too. There are two types of users in this website. You can either be a customer or you can be a service provider. Let's register as a customer. After providing necessary information, our registration is successful. Let's register as a worker. Each registration requires a unique phone number. 7 categories of service providers can be registered in this website. You can be an electrician, a home cleaner, a pest control service, plumber, nurse, house shifting assistant, or a carpenter. Let's complete the registration for our electrician. A worker may need to provide additional information according to his field. Suppose our electrician is a TV mechanic. Now our sign-up process is complete. Login with the customer account. In the home page of a customer, any type of services can be requested. Let's request a home cleaner for our user. While requesting, a user can provide a description of the service they need. After a request, if user goes to the order history page, under the currently pending request section, they will see all the requests made by them which haven't been accepted by anyone yet. Now we will log out and log in with an account of a home cleaner who lives in the same thana as our customer. In the home page of a worker, we will see all the requests made for their respective field and made by the users who live in the same area as them. Along with the request, they will also see information of that customer. If the worker accepts the request and navigates to the service history page, they will see all of their running jobs under this section. When they start the job, a timer will go off, and when they end the job will move to the order history section of the page. In this section, all the information of the job will show up, including the payment, which is calculated based on the duration of the job. Worker can also rate the customer. Let's give this customer a 3-star. Now let's log out and log in as the customer and check out what's happening. We are in the customer account. Let's go to the order history section. All jobs requested by a user and accepted by a worker show up in the order history section. The customer can also see the payment, information of the worker, and they can also rate the worker. Now let's check out the customer's profile. Remember that the home cleaner rated the person with 3 stars. Their profile will show the average rating based on the number of ratings they have received. The home cleaner has also a similar profile. A regular ordering process is completed.
Now we will talk about another functionality of our project, which is group formation. For electrician, pest control service, and house shifting assistant services, the service provider may find the need of forming a group of workers to provide the service properly. In that case, the service provider can accept the service and ask for a group. In our project, we have considered a group of 3 workers, 1 team leader and 2 other workers as a complete group. The service provider who asked for group request is the team leader. Now we will log in as another pest control service provider, and in his home page he can see the group formation requests of other pest control service providers. Here he can only see the group formation requests of the same thana for convenience in group formation. Now he can accept this group request, and if he accepts that, he will be added to the team. We will do the same for another pest control service provider. After 2 workers have accepted the group request, the group formation is completed, but the customer can decide whether he or she want to approve this group or reject it. If the customer rejects the group is disbanded. However, if the customer decides to approve the group, the group members can start the work under the team leader. Approving a group will result in a higher payment because multiple workers will work in a group, and the payment amount is indicated in the estimated payment section. Now, if we log in the team leader's account, he or she can now start and end the job. This complete job is added in every worker's job history who worked in this group. Finally, we have an emergency phone number service where the customer can ask for necessary phone numbers in the time of an emergency. And our website will provide the phone numbers of fire service, ambulance service, and police stations in the customer's thana.
Check out the tech behind our website. For the backend, we used Django. For the front end, we used Bootstrap. And for the database management system, we used Oracle. We created an ERD, a schema, a DDL, and for logistics, we used SQL and PLSQL. Cool. Let's talk about the PLSQL procedures we used. This procedure calculates the average rating of a user when he or she receives a new rating. This procedure creates a group request when a worker requests a group in his task. This procedure inserts the ID of the user who accepted the group request in the group entry in the group form table. This procedure deletes data of the group from all the corresponding tables.
We used different types of PLSQL functions and triggers in our project as well. For example, this function calculates the time difference between two timestamps in desired units. We only allow electricians, pest control service, and house-sitting assistants to form group, so this function checks whether a worker is allowed to create a group or not. We used another function to check whether a group is approved by the customer or not. Then we created a trigger that inserts the payment of the worker based on worker type, and also another trigger that makes newly created groups not approved by the customer initially. We also used other SQL queries like joining multiple tables, multi-level subqueries, data definition language, data manipulation language, Oracle single row functions, and anonymous PLSQL blocks.
I am Mushtari Sadia.
And I am Fardin Hossain.
Thank you
for listening to our presentation.